Happy Black History Month. Welcome to another edition of Unity of Sacramento News Live. I'm your host, Rev Kev, here with my main man, 100 Grand Rev. He's in the building.
Hey, how are you,
doing,
brother Rev? I'm well, thank you.
Monday at 7 o'clock p.m., Rev E and I are teaming up for our Jesus Journey course. So if you have not registered yet, now is the time to register. Today, make sure you register. The Jesus Journey is going to help us to kick off the Lenten season following the life, the times, the teachings, and the gifts and the story of the master teacher, Jesus the Christ. We're following him from the cradle all the way to ascension. And it's going to be a powerful journey and broken down from so many different perspectives. And yes. I'm excited about the class. You?
I am too. I love looking at Jesus from various sides and perspectives. It's so rich. There's so much to learn and so much to know.
Yeah. So you want to be in that class. You want to journey with us. And it begins on Monday night for 6 weeks at 7 o'clock p.m. You can register through the Unity of Sacramento website. You can register through our Unity of Sacramento app. You can register through our PushPay portal.
Yes.
We got you covered, but get in now.
Yes.
We want you to be a part of this journey. It's going to be great.
And bring your Fitbit.
Bring your Fitbit?
Yes, because we're having a walk with Jesus.
Oh, look at him, look at him, look at him. You might need a Fitbit. Good job. Look at you made it funny.
You bring your spiritual Fitbit because we're walking.
Well,
Take that journey.
While we're walking, remember, we start tomorrow, so don't delay. It's going to go by quickly. 6 weeks. Before you know it, we'll be looking at Easter. While we're walking on that road, we also want to invite you to join us for our breathing space wave meditation retreat. I guess after you walk that long for 6 weeks, you might need a little breathing space. You might need to catch your breath, to step back and reflect and have the spaciousness. And to give you a little bit more about breathing space retreat, watch this. Hi, I'm Kevin Ross, joined by my friend, the Reverend Eric Donaldson, and welcome to Breathing Space. This is an opportunity for us to sit down and look at the ways in which we can create more centered, soulful, and successful living. And the good news is we didn't get here by accident. We took our own journey in getting to creating some breathing space and happen to share our ideas in this new book, Breathing Space, a 52-week meditation journey for centered, soulful, and successful living. Revi, tell us, what is meditation?
Meditation is the stilling of the mind and the soul for the sake of recentering and deepening one's spirituality, let's say. It's our opportunity to stop and recollect ourselves so that we can be more effective and efficient in our daily activities. Clearer.
Why do so many people struggle with meditating?
I think it's something that I call the mental murmurs. We are constantly going and inundated with things that are happening around ourselves that we really don't have an opportunity or the time. We don't give ourselves the time to do self-care, to really recenter ourselves and work these issues and problems out from the center to the circumference. And so we begin to take it all on, and it's kind of like taking on water in a vessel, taking on water in a boat. And when it gets too high, when the water gets too high, we find ourselves gasping for air, trying to get a breath.
You know, in this present double pandemic that we've been living in, people are experiencing more stress, more senses of isolation and anxiety, depression. Some people are even threatening suicide, having some serious mental health issues. As you know, we get these phone calls all of the time. What do you feel the benefit of meditation is, particularly in the context of this pandemic, for people, especially who are really pressed and challenged by this time we're living in?
Yeah. Think of all of the uncertainties that happen in a pandemic, any pandemic, whether or not you have the capacity to survive it, or your family, or your friends, your co-workers. All of us are in it together, but we are taking it moment by moment, and that uncertainty is really something that I think concerns so many people.
So are you saying meditation helps us to then what?
So what meditation does, it helps us to stay centered so that we can see the clear answers that are available to us. It's helping us to recenter so that we can move through these times, these uncertain times, with clarity.
We dedicated this book in a unique way, and I want to share that dedication with you because I think whether you are a part of our breathing space journey or not, I believe these words will speak to you. It says, "To a breathless world, weary with the fatigue of a double pandemic, may these pages offer you a safe space to exhale, rebuild, and repossess your breath, and the promise it is for humanity's future." There's something so important about having the ability to have full ownership of your breath, to have the ability to take it away from all of the ways in which it gets distracted, and to have, as you pointed out, a clear path forward. So in our breathing space way of meditation journal, we are helping people with a week by week guided process that gives them a positive thought to think and a series of question prompts to work with on a day-by-day basis for 52 weeks. You know, I think the gift of our friendship has allowed us to see what has worked for us. One of my favorite parts of my spiritual practice is that of journaling. And journaling for me allows me to contemplate on the spiritual truths and process through it on a day-by-day basis. And so there are many ways in which to practice mindfulness. In our breathing space way of meditation journal, we bring both of those together. So you have a guided meditation on a powerful word, and you also have a prompt that takes you through that so that you can journal and just process through. And I think it's so important to process.
It really is. And I got to tell you, the two together, meditating and journaling combined, is such a powerful tool. Two powerful tools put together.
Yeah. And so we want to make sure that you have an opportunity to take part in our breathing space way of meditation retreat that's coming up, and be guided by this 52-week journey so that you can have your own sense of centered, soulful, and successful living. Watch this. The Breathing Space Journey Retreat is a half-day opportunity for busy people who want to carve out some time to exhale from the busyness of life and connect with like-minded individuals who are ready to be guided in a gentle and creative process for reducing anxiety, relieving stress, and deepening their spiritual practice through meditation. Participants will leave with a step-by-step process for using meditation, contemplation, and journaling to live a centered, soulful, and successful life. So we want you to join us and be a part of the 52-week meditation journey that we're taking in Breathing Space. Beautiful thing about this book is while you can take the journey with us in the meditation retreat, or you can also take the self-guided journey. And we've organized this book in alphabetical order. So the subjects flow in kind of a beautiful melodic way, and the topics are not your usual topics that you find in everyday meditation type books. This is different. And the other thing that we've included in the Breathing Space Way of Meditation journey is a collection of beautiful images. One of the things that I love to do is reflect and gaze upon the beauty of nature and the beauty as captured in the eyes of others. And you'll see that throughout this book in full color. You'll get that opportunity. So we're trying to bring to the best of combined practices that we feel will make it easier and simple and rich to take on the meditation journey.
Yes.
Your thought?
So whether you are new at meditating or you are someone who has meditated for years, there's something in this book that will grab you and that you will enjoy for time to come.
And finally, especially for those of us who are experiencing some of the challenge during this pandemic, and you may be taking this journey, we've created a Breathing Space private Facebook group so that you don't have to do this journey alone. You can do it with others, and we can go far by ourselves, and we can go all the way when we go together.
Yes.
And so you can opt into our Breathing Space Facebook private page in order to connect with other like minds. It's going to be great, and I'm glad that you and we are on this journey together. Remember to breathe. Until next time, peace. We're grateful that you are already saying yes. I know you're saying yes. I know you see yourself there. We want you to use the information on your screen, in your e-blast, in your app to register for Breathing Space. We've already seen any number of you signing up, so we're glad about that, and you know it's gonna be good. So plan to join us for our Breathing Space retreat. It's gonna be great. Again, Rev E and I are tag teaming from our new book by the same title, Breathing Space, and we know it's gonna provide you with the spaciousness, the groundedness, and we're gonna get us all onto centered, soulful, and successful living. Can't wait to have you be with us in that, yeah?
Looking forward to diving right into it, taking that deep breath with us.
Beautiful. Before we end this broadcast, we just want to remind you of our annual membership meeting. Please save the date. Please jot it down. It's February 28th, immediately following the service. Immediately following the service, we're asking you to jump into our special Zoom room where we will give you a State of the Spiritual Community report. You'll get an opportunity to vote on some of our outstanding candidates that we have that you are actually getting the opportunity to meet this week. So watch your e-blast. We'll be sending information about those outstanding candidates. And then you'll get an opportunity to see and sense and feel the future of Unity of Sacramento, what's happening, get all your questions answered. So plan to be with us February 28th, immediately following the service. There won't be a
virtual
friendship hall that day. We're jumping right into our membership meeting. We appreciate you being present. Your presence makes the difference. It's always good. And it's going to be great to see you all, by the way.
Yeah. I'm really looking forward to seeing the community together.
Yeah, it's been a while. Looking forward to that. We received some updated information in our Unity of Sacramento app that we'd like for you to dive into, particularly for those of you who have questions about where is there an availability for COVID-19 resources. Some of you are still needing masks and hand sanitizer. Some of you are looking to go get tested. Some of you are interested in being immunized. Well, we uploaded information in our Unity of Sacramento app for you to get access to that information. So please make sure to check that out and pass it along. Make sure to share that information so that others can also access it. And the app is free, so anyone can download it on your app store, okay, and take advantage. We're always looking to empower you with the information. Stay tuned now. Just hang out a little while longer and you can see us in person if you need to in our Unity of Sacramento live Friendship Hall event, just on the other side of this moment. Till next week, peace and blessings.
The word today is connection. Connection. The affirmation says, I honor my connection with all people. No matter how great the distance that exists between me and the people I care about, I know we are connected by our love for one another. Today, I re-establish and strengthen this connection by reaching out, even if it's only to let someone know I'm thinking of them. Our connection is also kept strong through prayer. As I pray for those I care about, I bless them by holding my highest vision for their lives, seeing them as healthy, prosperous, happy, and fulfilled. Whether we're in frequent contact or have fallen out of touch, my connection with my loved ones remains strong because we are one in God, one in love. 1 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 13. For in the one Spirit we were all baptized into one body, Jews or Greeks, slaves or free, and we were all made to drink of one Spirit.
Happy Sunday, Unity of Sacramento, and welcome to Freedom Sunday. Put some hearts and thumbs up in the chat room right now because we are about to give you a taste of the best of Black history. We've been saying all month long that Black history is American history, and so the music of our culture is the soundtrack of our nation. And we are so grateful that we have our amazing Unity of Sacramento choir assembled here, the Expressions of Unity Choir. We have our guest vocalists who you have seen in our village. We have Chakra in the house assembled, all of us assembled here safely so that we can lift up this most important music that is the soundtrack of our souls. So without further delay, let's get ready for Freedom Sunday. Wake up, everybody!
river in a little tent. Oh, just like that river, I've been running ever since. It's been a long, long time coming, but I know change gonna come. Oh, yes, it will. It's been too hard living, but I'm afraid to die. Don't know what's up there beyond the sky. It's been a long time coming, but I know change gonna come. Oh, yes, it will. Then I go to my brother. I say, brother, help me please. He just winds up knocking me back down on my knees. Oh, there are times when I thought I couldn't last too long. Now I think I'm able to carry on. It's been a long time coming, but I know change, yeah,
It's gonna come.
I know a change gonna
Change
come.
is gonna come.
I know a change gonna come,
It's
yeah.
gonna come.
Change gonna come. I know the change is.
Change.
Hey, yeah, it's
gonna come.
It's gonna come. It's gonna come. I'm waiting for the change to come. Hey,
It's gonna come.
oh, it's gonna come.
Black History Month is important to celebrate because Black history is American history. And it's so essential that we more and more highlight the accomplishments of African Americans all year around and normalize excellence. And so by taking a month to kick off a year-long celebration, we are normalizing excellence and the high achievements of individuals of African descent here in the United States. Black history is American history.
Until the history books are written from an inclusive framework, Black History Month is vital. I remember when I was a little kid, the history that I learned was from the dominant narrative worldview. And the dominant narrative worldview simply means that those who were a success, who were the inventors, the scientists, the explorers, the warriors, they were people who were white. Sure, there was a small snippet of successful people of color, such as George Washington Carver, Harriet Tubman, Martin Luther King Jr., but they were the exceptions rather than the norm. As Black History Month becomes more acceptable in our society, I gotta tell you, I've learned a lot about Black people who have been amazing contributors to our society, to technology, to culture. And I have a dream. My dream is that Black History Month becomes obsolete as the contributors of all races, all creeds, all colors are honestly and accurately given a place in history. As this shift happens, We will see more equality in schools, in our economy, in our communities, because there will be an awakening that each of us is of God regardless of the color of our skin.
If you take the time to sincerely hear and know another person's story, particularly if it's someone you feel separate from or have been taught to tolerate, something powerful can happen. You can move beyond toleration to appreciation and even perhaps having a love for those folks. Nearly everyone has known hardship and setbacks in life, just as we've all experienced joy in this journey of life. And when you know their story, the sense of separation begins to fall away. African Americans have a myriad of stories to tell about their lives and their history. And their stories are interconnected with the greatest story of all humanity. And that is, we are all one. This is why Black History Month is important. Because the stories that describe the lives and the history of African Americans can help remind us that despite the appearance of separate bodies, individual personalities, and different pursuits, we are one humanity, each with a unique contribution to make to the human race. When all the stories of the different expressions of humanity are told, we'll not just see color. Rather, we'll see different shades and expressions of the infinite presence of the universe, or what we call God revealing itself. We'll not just see separate cultures. We'll see the many variations of how infinite spirit needs all of the cultures and races to reveal its infinite nature.
And first, we must ask the question, why history? And of course, the answer is history helps us to understand who we are. It helps us to understand ourselves. And who you are needs to have a sense of self. Black history supports our country's quest to understand itself as a collective. And history tells a story. And the story of Black life experiences and contributions to this country is rich, it is beautiful, it is complex, it is diverse, it is multi-ethnic. And this beautiful, complex mosaic truly is significant. And it bears repeating and celebration. And in unity, we believe there is one presence and one power, God the good omnipotence. Well, that power is diverse. That power is inclusive. That power resides in each of us. And so in order to understand who we are, the story must include all of us. That is why Black History Month is important.
I believe that Black History Month is a catalyst that has the power to invite the world to gain a broader, deeper, and more meaningful understanding of Black histories then, now, and not yet. Black History Month does this by going beyond the margins of slavery and racism and the loss of countless lives across time. And it has become in me a call to lift up the power, the significance, and the value of the impact of Black people upon science, spirituality, economics, medicine, education, and the like. Black History Month reminds me of who I am and who I am created to be. I know that there are so many challenges in our world, and to face those, I have to remember my truth. I was born to overcome because my life is the answer to prayers prayed long before I came into existence. I know that my work is the key that opens doors for others like me. I know that my voice and presence are ultimate difference makers in an unfinished world. Black History Month is important to me because it cultivates the past. It throws light upon the present and it points toward a real, viable future for us all.
Given our world community, it is important to acknowledge and share our rich histories, cultures, and lived experiences as Black people worldwide with everyone. This honors our uniqueness as God's kaleidoscope of collective awareness.
Because so little of our history has reported the truth about some people who helped to build not only this nation but this world, and the triumphs and the tribulations that they came through in order to do that. My ancestry depends on us telling our stories so that we can live out the truth that we know, that we can truly change this world for the better, a world that works for everyone. So that to me is what Black History Month is all about. Let's open our minds, open our hearts, open our eyes. The truth has not totally been told to us from childhood, from history books, from classes, from elementary to high school. Many of us are just now learning the truth. And once we know the truth, it is that truth, that understanding of the truth, not just the knowledge, but the experience of the truth that's going to make us free, not just as Black people, but as all people.
I believe that Black History Month is very important because it gives us a definite time. It gives us an established time to talk about the contributions of Africans and African Americans to the world. Unfortunately, Africans and African Americans have been marginalized and subjugated, and they've been discriminated against, and they've been made, or we've been made, to feel that we are less than others. And by the same token, others have been made to feel, even if only subconsciously, others have been made to feel that they are superior to Africans and that Africans and African Americans have not contributed anything to the world. In terms of African Americans, we've been portrayed in literature and the media and in history books as being shiftless and lazy and not willing to work and looking for a handout. We've been portrayed as thugs and being violent and irresponsible. Black History Month and the teaching year-round of accurate Black history dispels these terrible myths and in the process helps Black people to become more proud of themselves and their ancestors. And it also shows others that African Americans have a history in this country that transcends slavery. It shows the accomplishment that we've made in spite of the racism and discrimination that we've been made to endure.
Hi, my name is Bob Ponce, and I am honored to represent Unity in Harlem to talk about Black History Month. Unity in Harlem has always used Black History Month as an opportunity to tell stories through a cultural lens that lead to greater universal divine insights. And so we've always been able to use Black History Month as a way to tell these great stories and just connect to universal truths that exist when people find a way to excel against tremendous obstacles in their lives.
Black people are a part of this America. The unity teachings teach us that we are all one community, that we are all members of one family, that we are all a part of God, and that in God there is oneness. And so the teachings of unity help us to come into a deeper understanding of welcoming equity, equality, and diversity, opening our doors so that all people are welcome to come. The world needs unity. It's all in our name. The world needs us to step up and to reach out. So, Black History Month is just the beginning, really, of opening ourselves up in a greater way to search for, to research, to understand the part that African Americans play in our culture and the part that all people really play in bringing unity to our country. So in this month of African American history, I hope that you will stretch out and find out more. I hope you also will realize the spiritual depth of unity, and the spiritual depth of spiritual practice is oneness, is gathering together in unity. Jesus taught us to love one another, to love your neighbor as yourself. And indeed, everyone on this planet is your neighbor. God bless you. Peace.
be free. Born to love, I deserve dignity. Created by God, made in His image, destined for greatness beyond all limits. I'm a man, you can't persuade me to believe a lie. You can't degrade me. I have a brain I know how to use. I have a choice and a life to pursue. I'm a man. I'm a man. You can't persuade me to believe a lie. You can't degrade me. I paid a price to be free. You can't chain me in slavery, 'cause I'm a man. You can't defy me, my civil rights. You can't deny me. And with God on my side, I can do all things. Let freedom come. Let freedom ring, 'cause I'm a man. God on the side, I can do all things. I'm a man. I'm a man. I'm a man. He's a man. I'm a man. I'm a man. I'm a man. I got God on my side, and I can do all things. Oh, I'm a man. I'm a man. I'm a man. Yes, I'm a man. I'm a man. I'm a man. I got God on my side. You can't defy me. You can't deny me. to dream the impossible dream, to fight the unbeatable foe, to bear with unbearable sorrow, to run where the brave dare not go, to right the unrightable wrong, and to love pure and chaste from afar, to try when your arms are too weary, to reach the unreachable star. This is my prayer, to follow that star, no matter how hopeless, no matter how far, to fight for the right without question or pause, to be willing to march into hell for a heavenly cause. And I know if I only be true to this glorious quest, my heart will lie peaceful and calm till I lay through my rest, and the world will be better for this, that one man scorned and covered with scars still strove with his last ounce of courage to reach the unreachable, the unreachable, the unreachable
Every voice that sings to heaven, ring with the harmonies of liberty.
dream the impossible, dream the
I know you are full to overflowing with the Spirit. Let's give some hearts and thumbs up and some big thank yous and appreciation to our Expression of Unity Choir, all of our guest musicians, our vocalists, and a special thank you to the Reverend Charles Cooper Jr. for his long tenure of service and commitment and dedication here at Unity of Sacramento, always giving his best, bringing his best in and outside of a pandemic. He's just been phenomenal. And I want to thank you, Reverend Charles, for your leadership in keeping the choir and our music ministry alive. I hope you've been as blessed as I have been today, and all of us are being right now. Feel free to come back and replay this. This is something you're going to want to replay and revisit often. As it is with everything at Unity of Sacramento, all of our ministry activities are powered by your generous support through your tithes and your love offerings and your supporting gifts of this ministry. We are inviting you right now to make a gift to Unity of Sacramento and support this powerful ministry that has made its mission to awaken people to their divine nature and be a force for good in the world. And now more than ever before, you and I know that that's needed. And we are still here, still committed to doing so. And so watch this short video to tell you how to give to Unity of Sacramento.
Visit our website at www.unityofsacramento.com. Right there at the top of the front page, you will see a donation button. Click there to visit our safe and secure push pay portal. Another easy way to give is through our Unity of Sacramento app. Download the app on your smartphone or tablet, and on the front page, look toward the bottom of the page for your giving heart, which will also take you to our push pay portal. You can also write us. Send your letters to Unity of Sacramento, 9249 Folsom Boulevard, Sacramento, California, 95826. So many people are shopping online, and if that's what you like to do, then support us through Amazon Smile. Visit smile.amazon.com and designate Unity of Sacramento as your charity of choice. You will automatically be making a contribution to our beloved community. And of course, you can always make your donation by using Venmo or Cash App, as seen on your screen.
Thanks again. I know that you're ready to give. You know why you're ready to give? Because you are both an inlet and an outlet. You are a way through which the presence of God is expressing as generosity and support. You're ready to drop a seed in the ground and watch a forest harvest in your life in expected and unexpected ways. That's the promise. That's the promise. And those of us who know about that promise are reaping a harvest right now, and you are next in line for your miracle. So let's take a moment to just bless whatever you give. We want to just bless it and give thanks to God for it. Divine love in and through you blesses and multiplies all that you are, all that you have, all that you give, all that you receive. From the storehouse of God, rich supply comes to, through, as, and for you right now. Thank you, God, for the gifts. Thank you for the givers. And so it is. Amen and amen. Well, speaking of special events at Unity of Sacramento, certainly this was one of them. There's another one coming up that I want you to save the date for and just start sharing it with your friends and your family. We are bringing one of my longtime friends and someone you've known for a long time who has been inspiring people to transform their lives. None other than Iyanla Vanzant, the star of Fix My Life on Oprah Winfrey's network. And so she's going to be joining us on the third Sunday of March 21st, 2021 at our regular service. And it's Ask Iyanla Sunday. And so if you have questions, send them in to office@unityofsacramento.com, office@unityofsacramento.com. If you have questions for Iyanla, office@unityofsacramento.com. about your life, about your spiritual journey, about things that might help you to live a more fulfilled life. I'm going to sit down with Iyanla and we're going to get as many of your questions in for her visit to Unity. So plan to participate on the 21st. Of course, there's more coming up before that. We want to get you started. Well, it's been good being with you. It's always good being with you. We want you to take a little bit of this music with you. We've got a little bit more right after this wrap, so just hang out and enjoy the rest of Freedom Sunday. And remember to go forth and design a life of purpose, passion, peace, and prosperity, and be a force for good in the world. Peace, richest blessings. Till next week.